Welcome to 10 of. Today, we're diving into one of the most secretive and intriguing countries in the world, North Korea. While it's often portrayed as isolated and mysterious, there are some truly incredible and surprising facts about this nation that many people don't know. From its unique leadership to its massive military and astonishing festivals, let's explore the top 10 incredible things about North Korea. The Mass Games are one of North Korea's most famous and extraordinary spectacles. These events involve tens of thousands of performers who come together to create perfectly synchronized displays of gymnastics, dance, and art. The games are held in Pyongyang's Mayday Stadium, one of the largest stadiums in the world. Each performance tells a story of the nation's history, its leaders, and its military strength, often accompanied by patriotic music and powerful imagery. One of the most impressive aspects of the Mass Games is the human mosaic, where thousands of participants flip colored cards to form gigantic images and slogans. The performers train for months to perfect their routines, and participation in the games is considered a great honor. However, the games are also a reflection of the regime's strict control, as they require absolute discipline and loyalty from participants. The Mass Games are a unique form of propaganda, blending athleticism, art, and politics into a stunning visual display. One of the most striking examples of North Korea's propaganda efforts is the existence of Kijong-dong, a village located near the border with South Korea in the demilitarized zone DMZ. Known as the Peace Village, Kijong-dong appears from a distance to be a thriving community, with well-maintained buildings and lights that turn on and off regularly. However, closer inspection reveals that the village is mostly a facade. The buildings are empty shells with no residents, and the lights are on timers. The purpose of Kijong-dong is to project an image of prosperity to the south, as part of a broader propaganda campaign, to show that life in North Korea is better than in the south. It's a surreal example of the lengths to which the North Korean government will go to craft a specific narrative about the country's success. Tourism in North Korea is unlike any other experience in the world. Visitors can only enter the country through organized tours, and they are constantly accompanied by government-appointed guides. These guides control every aspect of the tourist's experience, from what they see to how they interact with locals. The tours are designed to show only the positive aspects of North Korean life, with visits to grand monuments, museums, and other landmarks that glorify the Kim family and the regime's accomplishments. Visitors are not allowed to explore freely or take unauthorized photos. Interaction with locals is limited and carefully monitored. The government's control over tourism is another example of its desire to maintain a specific image to the outside world, while hiding the harsher realities of life in North Korea. Despite the restrictions, tourism provides a rare glimpse into one of the world's most secretive nations. North Korea has one of the world's largest standing armies, with over 1 million active duty soldiers and millions more in reserves. The country operates under a military-first policy, known as Songun, which prioritizes the military above all else in society. Despite its economic struggles, North Korea invests heavily in its military, particularly in nuclear weapons and missile technology. The regime uses its military strength as leverage in international diplomacy, conducting nuclear tests and missile launches to assert its power and gain concessions from other countries. Military parades in Pyongyang are massive displays of tanks, missiles, and troops, designed to show off the country's might. For the North Korean people, the military is omnipresent, with nearly every citizen undergoing some form of military training. This focus on military power has contributed to the country's isolation, as sanctions imposed due to its nuclear program have further crippled its economy. In North Korea, access to the global internet is almost non-existent for ordinary citizens. Instead, the country operates a closed intranet system called Kwangmyong, which contains only government-approved websites. These sites mostly provide educational and propaganda content, such as state news reports and biographies of the Kim family. The lack of internet access is a tool of control, preventing North Koreans from being exposed to foreign ideas or learning about the outside world. Only a select few, such as government officials and researchers, are granted access to the global internet. Foreign visitors have restricted internet access through mobile networks, but even this is closely monitored. This isolation extends beyond the internet, as all media in North Korea is state-controlled, ensuring that citizens are only exposed to information That reinforces the regime's narrative. The Rugong Hotel is one of the most fascinating and bizarre structures in North Korea. Construction began in 1987, and the building was intended to be a symbol of North Korea's technological and architectural prowess. At 330 meters tall with 105 floors, it was designed to be the tallest hotel in the world. However, economic difficulties in the 1990s halted construction, leaving the massive, pyramid-shaped building unfinished for decades. Locals called it the Hotel of Doom due to its incomplete and eerie appearance. In recent years, the exterior has been completed, with the addition of glass panels and LED lighting. But the interior remains largely unfinished. The hotel stands as a monument to the regime's ambition, but also to its failures. It dominates the Pyongyang skyline, yet it's largely empty, a symbol of the contradictions within North Korean society. Juche is North Korea's guiding ideology, developed by Kim Il-sung in the 1950s. The word Juche means self-reliance, and it has shaped the nation's policies ever since. It emphasizes independence from foreign powers, stressing that North Korea must be able to provide for itself in all aspects, economically, politically, and militarily. Juche is a reason behind North Korea's isolation from the global economy and its rejection of foreign aid, even during periods of famine. It promotes the idea that North Koreans should be proud of their ability to stand alone, and it permeates every level of society, from education to governance. The country's massive military spending and development of nuclear weapons are seen as extensions of Juche, with the state prioritizing defense over economic development to ensure its independence. The ideology has created a sense of national pride, but has also contributed to the country's severe economic struggles. The Pyongyang Metro is more than just a transportation system. It is a symbol of the grandeur that North Korea's government wants to project. The metro system, which was built in the 1970s, is one of the deepest in the world, sitting more than 110 meters underground. It serves a dual-purpose transportation and a bomb shelter in case of war. The stations are grand and ornate, featuring massive chandeliers, elaborate mosaics, and murals celebrating the achievements of the North Korean state. The metro is also used as a propaganda tool, with patriotic music and state slogans playing throughout. Many stations are named after revolutionary concepts like glory and victory. It's a highly controlled system, and most tourists are only allowed to visit a limited number of stations. The metro reflects North Korea's isolation, as its trains and infrastructure are largely self-sufficient with minimal influence from foreign technologies. The Arirang Mass Games are one of the most visually stunning spectacles in the world. The festival, held in the Mayday Stadium in Pyongyang, involves up to 100,000 participants, performing synchronized gymnastics, acrobatics, and dance routines. What sets the Arirang Festival apart from other performances is the level of precision and coordination required. Thousands of performers flip colored cards to create enormous images of North Korea's landscapes, leaders, and ideological slogans. The festival, which can last for weeks, is a demonstration of national pride and serves as a propaganda tool, showing the world North Korea's discipline and unity. Children as young as 5 spend months training for their roles, with participants selected based on their loyalty and physical abilities. Although the festival has been criticized for the strain it places on its performers, it remains a central part of North Korean culture. The Kim dynasty is perhaps the most iconic feature of North Korea, with the country being ruled by a single family since its founding in 1948. Kim Il-sung, the founding leader, established the state after World War II, and his legacy remains deeply entrenched in North Korean society. His son, Kim Jong-il, succeeded him in 1994, continuing his father's authoritarian rule. Kim Jong-un, the current leader, took over after Kim Jong-il's death in 2011. The Kims are seen not just as political leaders, but almost as divine figures, with state media portraying them as infallible. Statues of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il are scattered throughout the country, and portraits of the Kims are found in every household. Loyalty to the Kim family is ingrained in the culture, and dissent is met with severe punishment. The dynasty's grip on power is a central part of North Korea's unique political structure. Thanks for watching. North Korea remains a country full of contrasts, both fascinating and perplexing. If you enjoyed discovering these incredible facts, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to Tena for more amazing content. Let us know in the comments what other incredible topics you'd like us to cover. See you in the next video.